Okay, this is part 3. I'm trying to call Alan Wilson and Baron Blackett. Zwei, 7, 2. 2, 2, 4, 8. Yes, hello. Is it you, Baron? Or Alan Wilson?
No, wrong number.
No, Baron, it's me, Monica, from Germany. Do you... Yes?
Oh, right.
Yes, how are you?
Fine, hi.
Okay, look, I am calling you because I have almost finished my King Arthur book in translated in German. It's almost finished. Yes, and I'm in constant contact with Ross Broadstock.
Yes?
Yes, and he will probably view my book so he can approve it, that I made no mistake.
Monica.
Yes, yeah. So how are you? How?
All right.
Yeah.
St. Patrick book I had.
Yes, I have mentioned St. Patrick book in my book, and I have mentioned also Ross Broadstock's online shop, Cymro Glyphics.
Identified. It's St. Patrick identified.
Yeah, I have it. Yeah, I have done it. Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah. It took me 2 years to translate it, and it was so hard, So it is so intense history. I was so much work. Yeah. And my how can I say, my publisher is in Hamburg in North Germany.
Yeah?
Yeah. I am in South Germany,
Yeah.
at the border of Switzerland and Austria.
All right.
Yes, yeah,
St. Patrick identified.
yes,
Identified who he was. For the first time ever,
yes. I will go. I will order this book from Ross Broadstock too. I will buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's one that should please most people, there are most in the world.
Yeah. Yes.
It's got actual evidence of who his mother was,
Yes.
dad, father,
Yes.
genealogy charts, the lineage.
They're very interesting. Yeah.
Patrick's Ravine.
Yeah.
Patrick's Ravine.
Yes.
Known before on the south coast of England.
Yes. Okay.
And I've got the marble pictures and also engravings of the original ravine going back to 1812.
Yes.
It was actually done this particular picture.
Okay.
Like in them days, it was engravings.
Yes. Okay. What about the corona measures in England? Coronavirus. Yes. How about the measures?
It's terrible.
Yeah. So here in Germany, we have always lockdown.
It's lockdown here as well.
Terrible.
Lockdown.
Yeah. But I see no virus. I see no disease.
Yeah, well, you can't be too careful. Take a chance.
Yeah.
I won't take a chance.
Yes. So I have definitely mentioned your book, St. Patrick Identified, in my book, and I have also mentioned Cymro Glyphics online shop where people can buy your book.
Put the please put the website.
Yes, I have. Yeah, I have done it.
www.
Yes, I have. Yes.
Patrick.com.
Yes, I have done this. Yeah.
Fine, Monica.
Yeah. Can I speak to Ellen?
Yes, Alan's here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's Monica and Jim. He's coming now. He's Alan now. He's coming now.
Yes, thank you.
He thinks it's an awesome book, everybody, because I've got letters from all over the world. I
Yeah.
got letters from America, Montana and Boston this morning,
Uh-huh.
regarding the St. Patrick book.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello, Ellen. This is Monica. Do you remember me?
Yeah, of course I do.
Great. How are you?
How am I? Pretty good.
Good. Nice.
That's all.
Ellen, do you mind me recording this telephone call? Because I want to show Ross Broadstock later
yeah.
and other friends, if you agree.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, because you know Ross and I are in contact.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Yes. Look, I wanted to tell you that my King Arthur book is almost finished now. It took me 2 years to translate some of your texts,
Aye.
and I have for each chapter.
Yes.
I have mentioned book, for example, book King Artorius Rex Discovered by Ellen Wilson and Baron Blackett, page, for example, 18 or 20, okay?
Aye.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
And my publisher is in Hamburg, in North Germany.
Ah.
Yes.
See.
It took me 2 years to translate it. It is so intense. So it was, I think I learned much to it, because when I think only when you translate it,
You get everything, yeah.
when you don't speak, when English is not your mother language, but when you translate it via, I took a translator for to help. Also, otherwise I can't translate it myself.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. So, but it was so intense to get to know more about, Glastonbury, all those things, and
Yeah.
it's so interesting. Really, I love it. I still love your books, and I'm so fanatic about this King Arthur stuff. Yeah, it's amazing. And I also have mentioned St. Patrick Identified
Yes.
in my book, and where people can buy it at kymroglyphics.com, .com, which is Ross Broadstock's online shop,
Aye.
and also the website. Yeah.
Well, we're still going. We're still all alive, aren't we?
Yeah.
No, I haven't done much lately. I'm a little bit old, you know.
Yeah, but you're still alive and kicking, aren't you?
Hey?
You're still alive and kicking.
Aye.
Yes.
89, so I've been...
89.
I was hoping that somebody would do something like you're doing, and that's wonderful, you know.
Yes.
I'm more than pleased.
Yeah.
I'm very pleased.
Yeah. And now it depends. Of course, I will donate something for you and Baram. But first, I must wait and see how many books will sell. You know, it's sometimes not easy to sell books these days. I also will sell electric, also on online ebooks on internet.
Yeah. You could try TV channels if you pick like one there with an approach, often a program on there.
Yeah. Yes.
And otherwise, radio is good.
Radio. Yes.
They like talking about.
That's right.
You know.
Yes.
There are avenues, and sometimes a newspaper reporter's looking for something.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You know, you scan the papers, you'll find which one would do it, and which editor will sort of push it.
Yeah.
Because they often look for something a little different, and you know, there's always murders and crimes and all sorts in the papers, and
Yeah.
it's nice to have something that's not a disaster.
Yes, that's right. Yes. Mm.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to put it in that way, you know.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's wonderful to hear from you. I'm so glad what you've done. It's very, very pleasing, you know.
Yeah. You know, my purpose is to bring set history right, and I want the Germans to also find how can I say, understand real British history and what really happened. For example, that Magnus Maximus was the last emperor, and that he was killed by Theodosius.
Yes.
Theodosius I.
Yes.
And Arbogast, I think. Arbogast.
You know, it opens up so many other subjects in his books.
Yeah.
It throws the door open for a lot of other people to do work if they want.
Yeah, of course, yes.
It's always surprised me that nobody sort of knocks the door and says, can I have a chat, you know? Because we'd help anybody who wants a hand, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm getting a little old for doing it anymore.
Yeah.
There we are.
Now we only need an Italian translator and a French translator.
Yes, what do you need?
Yes.
How are you going to get them?
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Ross Broadstock knows someone
Yeah.
to do this. Yeah.
The thing is, if it comes to their notice that it's available already in another language, they may wake up, you know?
Yeah.
It may be able to wake people up a bit.
You know, what I find so interesting is in Artorius Rex Discovered, in the book, in the first 20 pages, there you explain how the British kings and the Romans the Romans had British names. They had Welsh names.
They did, yeah.
Yeah, and this is so fascinating.
Yeah, well, the trouble is that the London establishment they tend, some of them, not to see themselves as British. They see themselves as English.
Yeah.
And the problem is then that they don't sort of spread their wings, you know, wide enough. Not all of them, you know. Right, but they had a huge empire and all that, so it's understandable in a way.
Yes.
And Wales is a small country and England's a big one, so it's understandable, but it's a pity. But I think that I was always hoping somebody would wake up, you know.
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
Mm.
But, we could have published more, but there was no point in it, you know.
Ross said that soon a book about Jesus will being published.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. I also helped to write 10 pages. He asked me if I would like to type 10 pages, and I said yes. Why not? Yeah.
It was in Britain. There's no doubt about that. We got a lot of information on that.
Yeah.
You know.
Look, Ellen, I can assure you that I did not change anything in your texts.
Oh, that's
The only thing that I had to do was to you know, the German grammar sounds a little bit different to the English grammar.
words are different.
Yeah, so I had to bring the German the sentences in German order. Yeah.
You never know. You might have a bestseller there.
Well, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, it only takes the newspapers and the radio or TV.
Radio, yes, that's right.
Get to them. Our problem was that when we started off, there were other people getting large government grants.
Yeah.
They saw us coming, and there was a campaign against us, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Problem, we didn't get a fair sort of start.
Yes, look, I'm also telling in my book that it was very hard for you both to get this history out.
Yeah.
So archaeologists were against you and other people, and well, yeah. You know, I'm not afraid to do this. I'm not afraid
No, you shouldn't.
because
We're not afraid of them. them, but it was a damn nuisance, you know.
Yes.
Somebody got it in his head that, oh my God, you know, the Prince of Wales is an English prince, and you know.
Yeah.
You know, they apologised later, years later, after the damage was done.
Yeah.
The damage had been done then,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
and it's a bit too late.
Yes.
You know, we didn't say a word that would harm their monarchy and so on, you know. We went against the Queen of England or nothing, you know.
Uh-huh.
The fact that
That's right.
it was to write to her,
Yeah.
we were going to do it.
Yeah, that's right.
She wrote back, said it, well, I let her back saying, go ahead.
That's right. Yeah.
So we still have that letter, you know.
Yeah.
So you know, but somebody got it in their head, and then there were large grants flying around in Wales.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
People who were getting the grants saw us coming and said, "Whoa, you know,
Yeah.
let's stop this bear."
Yes.
So you know, it couldn't be worse. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Ellen, one thing was not clear.
All of them.
Sorry?
You have all our books.
I have all of your books. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. But I haven't read all yet.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe there's a German publisher would like to do it. You know,
Yeah.
you get one out, you see
Yes.
something in it. You know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I hope so.
He's a publisher who needs a book. You know,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Arthur's an international name, isn't it?
Yes.
It's everywhere. You know?
Yeah.
We had hoped to get going in America, but it didn't take off there. Certainly the people who obstructed us had long arms, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I see.
And whatever we did, they were, you know.
I find it still a little bit sad that the tombstone of Arthur is still in the hands of Mr. Horvath, and I mean he does nothing with a stone. So I mean, what is the sense being the stone still in Pennsylvania? You know, it's a
we put it out to save it because we were afraid that somebody would destroy it, you know.
Uh-huh.
So we got rid of it in that sense and said, well, get this out of the way, you know.
Yeah.
But the church is still there and the grave is still there. It's all there, you know.
You know, when I was translating the chapter about Taliesin, this was very exciting. Yeah. Taliesin and the Atuinoi Taliesin. I can't pronounce Welsh words. Sorry.
That's all right.
Or I mean, his poems when they drove the dead Arthur back from America, back to Wales. Yeah. I found it so interesting, and I thought, oh, is the boat-shaped mound up in Minit Igaia, is this perhaps Arthur's ship?
Yeah. Well, they often had boat shapes. It was the idea of sailing to heaven type of thing, you know.
Uh-huh.
They made boat-shaped things. A dead man was sort of going to sail up to heaven.
Yeah.
And that's why the grave is in what we call the helmsman's position.
Yes.
The guy who steered the ship.
Uh-huh.
That was the way they were thinking, you know.
Yeah.
You took a ship to heaven.
Yeah, I see. Mm.
So, you know, we worked that out. We got other stuff that we've never published. It's a sad story, really, but, you know, we had too much, really, in a way.
Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm. Also, the book I completely read King Arthur of Glamorgan and Gwent, and I almost read Artorius Rex Discovered, and I almost read the discovery of the Ark of Covenant.
Arthur the Walking.
I haven't read it. I began with it, but not yet. Yeah, I have it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We'll translate them all into...
Oh, yes. Much work, so... Thank you. Thank you for letting me do this. Thank you.
No, we don't care.
Yeah.
It's doing nothing much over here, you know. I think they all think that they've got rid of us, you know.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
Not yet.
Yes, not yet.
You know, the people who've got rid of us, they had a lot of government grants and public public money, you know,
Yeah.
coming in.
Yes.
It's all dried up. They don't get it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, they should have actually joined us. You know?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
They didn't.
Ellen, one question. Magnus Maximus and Andragatius, King Arthur I, was he the son or the grandson of Magnus?
Andragatius, I think he's his son.
Yes, from Keindrech.
Yeah, I think he's his son.
Aha, okay. Mm-hmm. That was not so clear to me. And another question. Someone asked me from Barry near Cardiff. What do you think about a renovation of St. Peter's Church?
Well, we have no objection, but I mean, who's going to pay for it? Who's going to do it? How are they gonna
Well, by donations maybe. I mean, I would definitely donate a little bit.
But I mean, nobody else will.
Well. Sadly, yeah.
Books, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember being in Cardiff a few years ago, and I was having a cup of coffee, you know,
Yeah.
restaurant, and there were two people sitting near me, and they were discussing our books, you see.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them said, "Yes, I can't wait till I get that in the library."
Uh-huh.
So he wasn't going to buy a book. He wanted the library to have it in so he could read it for nothing, you know. And I gave up there and then. I thought,
Oh, sad.
it's no good, you know.
Mm.
That's what a lot of them do. They would it's in the library and then they can read it for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So I've never been quite understood it. They don't seem to realise that this sort of project needs help. You know?
It needs help, yes.
It needs
Yeah.
money. And
Yeah.
the only way you're going to get money is selling books.
Yes, that's right.
There's no realisation
Yeah.
at all. I marvel at it, you know.
I think Ross Broadstock does an amazing job. Now he started merchandise, selling T-shirts and books, and he does a lot of videos. He's doing an amazing job. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, you never know, do you?
Yeah.
Might actually work.
Yes. Uh-huh.
I'm old now, and my colleague's tired of it.
Unfortunately, yes. Mm.
I'm 86, so.
80s. Uh-huh. Yeah. Now,
In 1932, he's correcting me. 86.
you know, same with Arthur's excavation. Nobody cares. It is so sad. I so much would love to see someone finding this king.
Well, the problem is, or was,
Mm-hmm.
that there were people getting large government grants.
Mm-hmm.
And they weren't doing much. It's all in a book we've written called the
Yes.
Satanic Protocol.
Yes, this is also in my book. I translated that chapter also in my book from Satanic Protocol, yeah.
They were attacking us left, right, and centre, you know. It's difficult enough if nobody's attacking you.
Yeah.
But, you know, they were at the radio down there, and after the reporters telling them what a pair of idiots we were, and con men. And
Yeah.
so it was sort of battered before it got even on the, started, you know.
Yes.
The people who were doing it were getting very large government grants every year,
Yeah.
and some of them didn't even what they call have O-levels. O-levels are 16-year-old examination over here, you know.
Yes.
A-levels is 18-year-olds, and then university. Most of them didn't even have a bloody O-level. That was the lowest thing you could get.
Yeah, I see.
But the grants were flying around in different directions, and we didn't know about the grants. We never asked for any, you know. They were all terrified that we would get the grants, you know.
Yeah.
And we're not talking about a few small grants.
You know, I was with my family in Glamorgan in 2019. And a friend from England showed us around, and he showed us St. Peter's. We went up to St. Peter's Church, and suddenly someone was spying us. Yeah, but we don't know who he was. Suddenly this person disappeared. My friend shouted, "Hey, hey, who's there?" And
Maybe somebody big and sure you didn't damage it rather.
okay, that's okay. Yeah,
Locals see it.
that's understandable. Yeah.
But the problem is that Wales is a small country,
Yes.
and therefore, if all Cardiff's the biggest
Yes.
city, 200,000, and if you can get to the main centres of the media in Cardiff, the radio, TV, and
Yes.
papers, you can squash anybody, and that's what they did.
Yes.
They squashed us, Other people in England say, "Oh, this Princes of Wales, the English Prince of Wales, the eldest son of the English king." Well, that's all right. I mean, we're talking about hundreds of years before that.
Yes, that's right.
And people get the daftest ideas. I don't know what to do with it, to be honest. In some ways, we went off and did other things, you know that, too.
Yeah.
Well, we got into other projects.
Other projects, yeah.
And, we've got a lot we haven't published.
Yeah.
It's a damn shame.
Yeah, something happened to the German, the old, very old German dynasty too, because Wilhelm II, in Germany, Bismarck's friend.
Yes.
Wilhelm II was of the right lineage, I think. Wilhelm I was of the good lineage of the old Ratzeburg lineage up in the north of Germany. But then when Wilhelm II came, he brought very, very many problems to Germany. He's not the righteous heir to the throne, I heard.
Well, we don't say it. There's no point in sort of pushing it, but the English definitely tried to eliminate the Welsh language.
Yeah.
They campaigned to get rid of it.
Yes.
And so, if it went that far, they were trying to destroy the language. And obviously, they're going to destroy the history, weren't they?
Yeah. That's right.
Bad news, anyway.
Yes.
Everything. It was a need to centralise on London, so that it was England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales, all London.
Yes.
So they had more problem with the Irish because they had a nice big sea between them and the English.
Yes.
The Scots were 400 miles north. They couldn't do much for them.
Yeah.
The Welsh were the main threat. Curnew is not Cornwall. See, Curnew is a district in South Wales.
Yes, I have also this.
It's Cornwall, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. I have also this chapter in my book about Cornwall. Yeah.
Well, Cornwall is you couldn't come anywhere from Cornwall.
Cornwallis.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, Cornwallis is also in Brittany.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Wales. That's right.
Yeah.
But Curnew is in southeast Wales.
In southeast Wales. And Carmelin is the true Camelot. Carmelin up on Lodge Hill.
That's right.
Caerleon.
Yeah, they're looking at a good tourist opportunity, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the damn thing.
Yes.
And the person who attacked us had led this sort of, well, he was telling every reporter he could get hold of, and there were a gang of them,
Yes.
He was getting massive government grants. He didn't. In Britain, we have what they call the O-level examinations for 16-year-olds in school. The A-level for 18-year-olds.
Okay.
He didn't even have an O-level. He was totally ignorant. And every council down there, the city council, the town council, the county council, were all pouring money into his budget,
Yes.
And I think, you got to realise Wales is mainly Labour Party, right? And every Labour Party councillor was giving money to this guy.
Okay.
And he wasn't keeping it, so I think they were giving him public money.
Yes.
And he was slipping it back to the party.
Yes.
And I think that's why they didn't want us down there.
Okay. I see.
Large sums of money, lots of money,
Yes.
They were pouring his grants into this guy who was sitting in a little wooden shack in Swansea Docks.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Didn't even have what they call an O-level, which is 16-year-old exams, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And he was getting these enormous grants every year, and the money was vanishing. Well, we think that the councils were giving him the money. He'd launder it back to the council.
Mm-hmm. I see.
There's only one area down there. It's all Labour.
Labour everywhere.
One area is Cowbridge is Conservative.
Uh-huh.
And we went round checking all the councils.
Okay.
The only council down there that didn't give him money was Cowbridge Conservatives.
Uh-huh.
They didn't give him anything.
So what do you prefer, Ellen? Conservative or Labour?
I don't have anything to do with any of it, to be honest. I think a lot of bishops down there.
Uh-huh.
I'm primarily Labour. I was a Labour Party inclined, but they certainly haven't helped us. They've gone the other way, you know.
Uh-huh, yeah.
I think they were getting a lot of money from these fiddles. You know?
Yes, yeah, definitely.
It was interfering with their
Yes.
employees.
Yeah.
So we had to be got rid of to stop us interfering with the... we're talking about what would know in today's value, you know.
Yes.
Money is worth at least £500,000 a year.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And more.
Yeah.
And probably a lot more than we didn't know about.
Yeah.
And so if we interfered with the gravy train,
well,
then we were in trouble. I think that was half the problem.
You know, according to coronavirus, now politics in Germany is in a terrible condition.
Is it?
In a not because of the virus, but because of tyranny. Lockdown. We have always lockdowns, and now they want to force us to get us vaccinated. But look, Ellen, I warn you about this vaccine. Don't get vaccinated because this is a genome vax. Very dangerous. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I've not been approached about it. I don't worry about it, I guess. You know.
Yeah. And, we have a very big mafia now in Germany, again in politics.
Oh, everybody's got them, haven't they? Yeah. In Britain, they call it, there's a river Taff runs through Glamorgan and through Cardiff, right?
Uh-huh, yes.
And they call the Taffia.
Ah, the Tafia. I see.
Call them the Taffia.
Ah, yes. Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
they're there in hordes. And of course, if you get in the way of them getting their hands on government money,
Mm-hmm.
you're in trouble. And we obviously were a threat to a lot of government money, you know.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of scams going on.
Yeah.
So it was just a situation that people like us weren't expecting, you know.
Yes.
We weren't asking for government money much anyway. We published our own stuff.
Yeah.
But, we obviously identified as a threat.
Yes.
And that was it, you know. We'd be a threat to the money train.
Yes.
That's what they must have thought.
Yeah.
And so they had to get rid of us, which they did.
Mm-hmm.
Success.
Yeah. Yeah. Ellen, do you have, or does Barham have, Tony have an email address?
Well, we got an email address, we haven't, have we? No, we stopped it for the interference with it.
Ah.
And all sorts of interference, you know.
Ah, okay. So you don't have one, okay.
Drop us a line if you want to write to our phone, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Right back to you.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then I hope that maybe Ross Broadstock could eventually bring you a copy when it's printed. Also when the books.
The title of his book.
The title is, just a moment, Arthruis or Arthur. I have written Arthur ab Meurig.
Yes.
Der wahre König Arthur, the true King Arthur. In the shadow, and subtitle is In the Shadow of the Normans and the Franks.
Oh, good.
Uh-huh.
Well, we should have sent us a copy, shouldn't he?
Yes, I will. Mm-hmm. Definitely, yes.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
Is it selling well? Or is
I don't know yet. It's. I have to correct now 50 pages. Correct? and then I'm going to send it to the publisher. Then he publishes it and prints the books and all that.
And all our books in the back of it.
Yes.
You see?
Yeah.
And there's a website called St. Patrick's. You know.
I have mentioned the website of St. Patrick in my book as well. Yes. Yeah.
Well, you never know. Anything can happen.
Yeah. Yes.
I just I find that what's happened to us so disappointing that I don't like to think about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a conspiracy, and there's no need.
It is. It is indeed. Yes.
Totally unnecessary.
Yeah.
Never have happened.
Yeah, because it's like you say in your books. It's all there. History is all there. So why ignoring it? You know.
Yeah, the problem was that there were government. The main coal mines. There were a lot of coal mines, 50 odd in Wales. There's none in South Wales. So they all went. Well, then the steelworks contracted in Cardiff that has 5,500 jobs and 3,000, 4,000 jobs in its re-rolling works.
Yes.
Steelworks in Ebble Vale closed down, another 5,000 jobs, and all that sort of went on, and they had so much unemployment, it was not true.
Uh-huh.
And we had an answer in part, to this. But there was other people then were diving in and getting grants for this and grants for that, to create employment, you see.
Yes.
And some of them, we recognized their gangs, as it were.
Uh-huh.
And they saw us coming and they attacked us.
Oh, uh-huh.
They thought we would get the money and not them.
Oh, yeah, uh-huh.
All of it failed. They didn't get anywhere. It was money after money, you see.
Yes, okay.
So they were attacking us to stop us being a threat to the gravy trains.
I see. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And duties, once they give it, there's an old British saying, give a dog a bad name,
Yes.
you might as well hang it.
Oh. Uh-huh.
You can't get past it, and that's why they slaughtered us.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody was told I had a long criminal record,
Yeah. Oh,
I've got a criminal record.
yeah.
Many sort.
Alan, before I forget it, I live in Old Raetia, where Raetia, my Vindelicia, it was still Roman Empire in the old days. I live close to the Lake of Constance, close to Switzerland and Austria. Yeah.
Okay.
So in only 2 hours with car apart from my hometown, there is Chur in Graubünden in Switzerland. And there's a church, St. Lucy Church, and there are some relics of King Leirug, King Lucius of Wales. Yeah, and some relics of his sister Emerita too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And I found an old map. There was not far from Chur in Switzerland and not far from Lake of Constance, a little bit south of the Lake of Constance. There were a tribe. There was a tribe called Britanni with P. Yeah.
Oh, in France, isn't it?
Yes.
Another big. Yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah.
I think what we did, we panicked to certain people who were getting the grants. That was the trouble.
Yes.
Saw us as a threat to the grants. We were called everything.
So,
I had a long criminal record.
terrible. Yeah.
And my colleague,
Yeah.
That's a terrible thing to say about someone,
Yeah. I mean,
that sort of thing was spread everywhere.
So that the fact that St. Leirik, I can't spell it, I'm sorry, I can't spell Welsh words very good, Leirik, okay. The fact that he went to Switzerland is evidence enough that they knew both countries, that they probably were kinsmen, in some way.
Well,
Yeah.
I have to be honest. I haven't given up. I'm too old to do much now. You know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but you can help us to
help you all I can. Yeah.
to correct.
A lot of stuff not published.
Okay. Yeah, probably Ross will publish more than.
You never know.
Yeah.
You know, it's difficult to sort of restart something
It is.
once this
Yes.
is done.
Yes.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a restaurant once in Cardiff years ago, and there were people discussing our books, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd been told we were crooks and that sort of thing, you know.
Oh.
What they were saying is
Oh dear.
on the next table.
Oh,
And
that's.
they were saying, people, they didn't believe it, and they didn't believe that we were called crooks.
That's stupid people, really stupid.
And so anything for money. Once money's involved,
Uh-huh.
and what was happening in Wales is
Okay.
the big steelworks in Cardiff closed down.
Uh-huh.
So 5,500 jobs.
Yeah.
Supporting re-rolling works closed down.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Same thing happened in Newport. Same thing happened in Ebbw Vale. They closed the big steelworks. 10,000 jobs went.
Mm-hmm.
All the mines were closed, the old coal mines,
Yes.
and all the subsidiary factories. So there was they wiped out the heavy industry down there.
Yeah.
There were thousands of
Yeah,
people
but
who were
look.
looking for jobs.
Yeah.
The grants were flying
Yeah,
around.
but same they are doing in Germany right now too.
Yeah, but the trouble was, people were getting grants for all sorts of
Okay, I see.
actions. They saw us as a threat.
As a threat, yeah.
Grants flow, you see.
Uh-huh.
And we were a threat to them getting the money.
Okay.
To apply for any money, we never asked for it. You know?
Yeah.
They weren't taking chances. You know?
Yes.
And that's what really happened.
Mm-hmm.
But we was rough. Yeah.
I was very surprised when I visited St. Iltitz Church in Landwitt Major. Then when we went inside the church, two men came up to us. I think the one was the vicar of the church, or someone who is responsible for the church, and the other man was from Scotland, and the vicar from the church, he automatically told us that St. Iltit was probably or almost certainly the cousin of King Arthur. And I was smiling. I told him, well, that is the reason why I came to visit Wales. Yes.
Well, the trouble is they got to there's a TV network in Wales, obviously.
Yeah.
BBC got there. There's independent television. There's Welsh television.
Yes.
In Cardiff, there's loads of TV.
Mm-hmm.
And there's loads of radio down there, but none of them would go near us.
That's sad.
That's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
We managed to get to them first and say, what, crooks and rogues, and we were liars and all this other.
Yeah.
Fabricators, you know. Oh, man.
Well, that's
Beginning.
you look, I in my opinion, trouble started in 388 AD, when Magnus was killed, Uther Pendragon, Victor was killed, Andragatius, and then the Franks overtook the church.
Aye.
You know, Theodosius I gave
Well, when I was young,
Yeah.
30s, 40s, 50s, there was a definite campaign.
a campaign.
And everybody in Wales into good little Englishmen.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah.
you got to realise that, they didn't want anybody to be different.
Yes.
And of course the Scots were further off, they wouldn't have it.
Uh-huh.
So there was a sort of a campaign to teach, we only taught English history in the schools, no Welsh history.
Yeah. That's very sad.
Sort of thing.
Yeah, because they are jealous. It's jealousy. They are jealous.
They're afraid. See, Ireland used to be part of it, and the Irish rebelled, didn't they? And
Yes.
free.
Mm-hmm.
That's worried London ever since. So they don't want Wales breaking in a way, and they don't in Scotland, you know.
Uh-huh.
They've always got this sort of fear
Yeah.
that if you became
Yeah.
too nationalist, you might break away from London.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You
I
know,
see.
it's in the back of their heads.
Yeah. What do you think? Theodoric, Moiric had a sister, Marshall.
That's right.
Marshall married Anlach from Ireland, yes? And I found out that JFK Kennedy from America president who was killed, he is related to Marshall.
Is he?
Yes. I traced his lineage. He's
That's useful, isn't it?
related, yeah.
Send me a copy.
Yes, yeah. But it's not a straight lineage. It's through
It's connectable.
connectable. Yes, let's say so. Yeah. But very connectable through the Kennedy line. Not so his mother line, but Kennedy, his father's line. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Send me that.
Yes. Okay.
No, I'd like to have it.
Yes, I will. Yeah, I will.
We got other stuff, because one thing led to another, and then to another and another. Yeah. We did. It opened up other doors, you know.
Yes.
We've got so much that we haven't published. It's not true.
It's a huge subject. British history is a huge subject.
We've got it, but we don't have the means of publishing it.
Yeah.
If they'd left us alone, we would have probably done it, you know.
Yes. I personally am fascinated by Marcus Aurelius.
Actually, really.
Yeah, or Lucius, King Lyric.
Aye.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Great people.
you're like what they say, a voice crying in the wilderness.
Yes. Yes.
That's what we are.
Yeah.
But we've always hoped we get a breakthrough, but it's never happened. And a lot of people, you hear people talking casually occasionally, oh, those pair of crooks, you know. We're not crooks.
No, you're not crooks. No, definitely not.
Oh, those idiots, you know.
No.
They really went for us.
No, I personally love authentic people like you, because you're very honest in how you write history. Very honest, and I prefer such historians. Yes.
Yeah, and see, the trouble is, if you go to radio or TV,
Yeah.
they immediately consult the university.
Oh yes.
We write, and the university said, oh, no.
Yeah, I know.
So you stop before you start.
That's a problem. Yes.
Do you think, I often wondered why they didn't put us up as to say, well, this is a different view.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yes.
What happened? And I'm getting old now.
Oh, not too old. You're still very fit in your brain, Alan. May I say this? May I say this? Yes.
I try to keep cheerful. I am not any worries. We own the house.
Yes.
Enough money to live on.
Yes.
Got a good companion, wonderful person to live with.
Yes.
And, you know, my health ain't bad, so what?
That's good. That's good.
The way I look at it.
Yes.
And I had no relative once, Mr. Reynolds. He lived to be 104, so I think, hang on. How did he do it? Well, what he did, he never worried.
Yes.
Nothing ever worried him.
Yeah.
He didn't allow himself to be worried.
Okay.
Serene and calm, and, you know. He was like his bottle of whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember he was 100, and then he lived to be 104.
Yeah.
And I've often thought, how did he do it? He did it by staying cool.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, I see what you mean. I see your point.
Nothing bothered him.
Yes.
But I would, if you've got any ideas of getting this thing going.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Okay.
Because we will have another go if it's an angle that we can, you know, maybe the people who attacked us aren't there anymore.
Yeah, that's right. I don't think so.
Maybe a new generation.
Yes, that's right. Probably, yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Maybe we can do something.
Yes.
Give it another go.
Yes.
Put the books out under a different title.
Yes, that's right. Yes. Yeah.
There you go. Anyway,
Okay.
haven't published, that's the trouble. It's crazy.
Yeah. Do you think that the Scots were the Goths?
Scots.
Scots are Goths, Vandals, Goths or Scythians or
Yeah, the Scots is in Scotland.
yes.
I don't know much about them, to be honest.
It's
They were mainly
difficult.
Picts at first.
Picts.
The Scots then came over from Germany somewhere.
Yeah. Northmen.
They're not as ancient as they like to think they are.
Yes.
But they are very determined about their history, and they won't allow anything else up there. You know, if you try to sell a King Arthur book of Wales down there, up there, they wouldn't have it.
Yeah.
Just Scots, and Scots. You know. But the main thing was that whoever decided to attack us
Yes.
knew the key people to go to, who were the key sources and places where to stop us,
Yes.
and we were well and truly. They busted it. I mean, what fascinating saying, who would go around, a normal person,
Yeah.
saying that I had a long criminal record?
Yeah.
Isn't that bloody awful?
Yeah, it is indeed.
Disgusting.
It is, yes.
You know,
Yeah.
that's what they did.
Yeah.
They trotted around saying, oh, he's got a long criminal record. Well,
Disgusting.
go
Yeah.
use that,
Yeah.
you know?
Ellen, do you know the actor Richard Harris?
Who?
Richard Harris, the actor, but he didn't anymore. He's not alive anymore.
Yeah.
He played in the Gladiator. He played Marcus Aurelius.
Aye.
He plays this role so brilliant. You never heard of him? Richard Harris.
Yes, I have. He's dead now.
He's dead, yeah. Mm.
Aye.
Brilliant. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were there's quite a few famous sort of TV people and radio from down there, but they weren't interested in us.
Yes.
We just needed that one break, and we never got it, you know.
Yes.
And BBC, Black, Brown, and Continental.
Yeah.
BBC was so interested in giving the blacks immigrants and the Asian brown immigrants. They had to be all over the place, you know, to show how liberal we were.
You know what the
Anything else, anybody like us was pushed aside, you know.
yeah.
How we were going to welcome the immigrants.
Yeah.
People seem not to realise that, you know.
Yeah.
There we are.
You know what the new trend is in film industry, mixing Africans in King Arthur films. Africans, you know, black people.
Yeah.
That's nothing against black people, but that's not true history. I mean.
I wish they'd stay in Africa, put it that way. We've got enough problems.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So here in Germany, same.
We had to benefit themselves.
Yeah. That's right.
Bloody nuisance, but anyway.
Yes.
Now, if you've got any ideas, let's have them, because I'm out of ideas as to what to do, you know.
Yeah, I have many ideas. Yeah.
Books published. What's the matter with them? But you can send somebody a book and he won't bother to read it.
Yes.
You know?
Mhm.
You're going to find out anything.
Yeah.
You know, I met TV people who were almost proud in conversation to say they never bothered to read a book.
That.
You know?
Yeah, but I hope that I will produce hard copies and hard copies. What is the other called?
That's what it's actually discovered.
Hard copies and ebooks and
Yeah, ebooks.
and what is the other? The softer book. How is it called? Soft. Paperback, yeah. I will produce all three. Ebook and most people these days prefer ebooks. Reading ebooks on their tablets and mobiles and computers.
They want it for nothing, don't they?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I know. For nothing.
Yeah, that's.
I got to be honest. We've often thought, what can we do? And there's nothing we haven't tried in a way.
Mhm.
And it still would least 20,000 permanent jobs in this world,
Yes.
and we couldn't get to the total.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mm.
I don't know what you do.
Yeah.
But if you've got any ideas, let me know.
Yes, I will. I will, Ellen. Yes.
We never expected this, you know. We never expected this.
Uh-huh.
And the man who did the damage to us was a man who didn't even have what they got 11 plus, the 11-year-old examination in school. He didn't even have the 18-year-old exam. He certainly didn't have a degree.
Yes.
And he was the great expert down there, you know.
Uh-huh.
And he saw us coming, and him and his gang were getting grants from everywhere, you know.
Yeah.
And before we knew it, he'd spread the word about us, how we were liars and con men.
Oh, my God.
But nobody seemed to think, hang about, you know, he's the bloody liar and con man, you know.
Yeah.
Because he didn't even have what they call the 11 plus, the 11-year-old exams in Britain.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know how you combat that sort of thing. You know?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I
It's
see.
unusual for one or two people like us to be attacked. People just leave you alone. They'll say, "Oh yeah."
Yes.
But we were targeted.
Yeah, I know.
All of us. So you know,
Very bad.
don't forget to mention this if you meet people.
I will. I have in my book. I have mentioned it. Yes. Several times. Yeah.
I don't know what to do about it. In a way, I'm happy that we don't think about it. Damn shame. I've thought about putting it on the internet, you know.
Yeah.
And again, people want it for nothing, don't they?
Yes.
Well, if they want it for nothing, what's the point in us doing research and spending money?
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And people say, oh, the grants you get, we've never had any grants.
No.
University people can get grants.
They get grants, yes.
Grants.
Yes. Yeah.
So they seem to think that it's a free for all. I don't know.
Yes.
No, but I have no idea what to do next.
Yeah.
Simple as that. We have tried various politicians lately, and they look at you as if you're nuts, you know.
I think at first, maybe things will change when the whole system will crash, when the whole system will bring new leaders, you know, better leaders or more.
It's this bloody royal family is the problem.
Yeah, it is, and the Vatican, including the Vatican.
Everything stagnates around. You know, everything is put part of it. Keep it like it was. Keep it like it is.
And next problem is these days. Next problem is big tech, technology, big high tech. Yeah. And China.
China, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, there were people actually. You know, if somebody asked about us in university from America anyway, oh, they're a pair of idiots. Oh, they're a pair of clowns. You know, men, clowns, idiots, inventors.
Yes.
You can't do much when you get that sort of campaign. I mean, we've never called anybody names or to attack anybody.
I see.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, civilized people shouldn't do it, should they?
Of course, yes, you are. Yeah, definitely.
That's about the side of it.
Yes.
Anyway, well,
Yes.
anything you can do.
I will. Yes. Yeah. I'll try. Oh, I should tell you.
If we could get one TV company interested.
Listen, Ellen. Let me say 4 weeks ago, suddenly I got an email by a guy called Gareth Icke. I was shocked.
Heard the name Mike, yes.
He's the son of David Icke. You know David Icke?
Yeah.
He's the conspiracy theorist. He makes great shows on TV and internet, and his son contacted me.
Yeah.
And he asked me if I would like to help him to make how can I say
Program or something.
a show or no, in his show is called The Walk, and he's going he went with his film team last week all the way back to Pembrokeshire, and my part in this film was to tell him something about Walwein Castle and Gwalchmai. You know, Sir Gawain, who was Gwalchmai, the son of Gwyar.
Yeah, why didn't you tell him where we are?
Sorry?
Why didn't you tell him where we are?
Ellen, I have. I told him, look, I said, Gareth, one thing I must make clear here. If I help you, I only will use Alan Wilson's work.
Yeah.
So I have.
Didn't he come and see us? What's wrong with him?
Don't say never. Let's wait until the film is published, and I definitely will talk to him again. I definitely will contact him again. He must visit you.
Published everything we know.
Mm-hmm.
By a long way.
Yes.
There's a load of stuff we know.
So I told him a little bit of the Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, and I've read in your book that it has to do with an Irish old myth or legend.
Yeah, well,
and
I worked in Italy for 3 or 4 years,
mm-hmm.
and there were people before the sort of Romans were called Etruscans,
Yes.
and the language was different,
Yes.
and then Etruscan inscriptions.
Uh-huh.
They're in Colburn, you can read them.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
Yeah,
nobody's interested.
that's sad.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, yeah.
Well, they don't know about it. My colleagues said they don't know about it. We don't get on the radio or TV or anything.
Yes, I know. Mm-hmm.
We had people running around saying what a pair of crooks we were.
Yeah, oh, that's
Once I
terrible.
yeah.
Yes.
If I was a TV type, I'd say, well, I'm
Then,
told about this.
I told Gareth, I read in your book that Gwalchmai was also involved in the Battle of Camlan. Was he?
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And I mentioned you, Alan Wilson, Baron Blackett. Yeah. Because it's not my research, it's your research, and I want people to know it.
Well, it's wonderful that you want it, but
But-
thing is, that, how are you going to do it?
Uh-huh. Well, let's wait and for the film, and I will ask Gareth if he can. Ross Broadstock was involved in this project too with Gareth Icke. He had the part of Inisibul and the Lionstone.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, Broadstock would publish Broadstock. He wouldn't want competition from us, would he?
Sorry?
Follow me. Broadstock will look after Broadstock.
Probably.
Mention us.
But I always will mention us. Excuse me.
Well, we've published 5 books. Surely that's...
Mm-hmm.
They can't all be rubbish, can they?
Oh, no, of course not. Yeah.
If you got any ideas, let us have them.
Yes.
I'm all out of ideas.
Yes.
It's just, it's so bizarre what's happened.
Yeah.
A complete attack upon us.
But look, since I support and promote your work in the social media, I was so often attacked too. Because I support Wilson and Blackett. But I am very, I'm a South German, and the South German is very, how can I say, powerful or with energy. I don't let people take me down.
No.
And when I love something, I stand to it.
Yeah.
And I stand. I love your work and.
We need a break. If you get anybody like TV or radio, they say, well, why don't you have these guys on and expose them as conmen? Expose them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why do they do that?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Because who would publish 5 books?
Yeah.
on a subject,
Yeah.
have their comment.
Yes.
Think about it.
Yeah.
That makes sense, does it?
Mm.
And of course, the university was caught fast asleep, so they went, oh my God,
Yes.
going to make us look incompetent, which they are.
Yeah.
So they try and shut us up to save themselves.
Mm-hmm.
What's the problem?
Yeah, I know.
We went to them and said, look, work with us,
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't seem to be able to do that because they'd probably written too much themselves or given too many lectures on the wrong track.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had people in North Wales and West Wales saying, well, we're rural areas, we need tourists, you've got industry down there, and, hang about, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't want us having tourists
Uh-huh.
because they didn't have any.
Uh-huh.
Nobody gets any.
Uh-huh.
You follow me?
Yeah.
As if the tourists would go there instead of coming to us.
Uh-huh.
Nobody goes there.
Yeah.
They had a big tourist board employing 35 people in Cardiff.
Yes.
Floors of a big office block. They were well funded. They had to close them down. There's nobody there now.
Uh-huh.
Sure. They haven't got a tourist board anymore because they couldn't get any tourists.
Uh-huh.
And we were begging them to do this.
What I find a little bit crazy is that in that North Wales is has a little bit more a higher status, or I don't know, instead of Glamorgan or South Wales. Is that right, or is it just a feeling of me? I don't know. Or is it because King Rhys, wasn't it King Iestyn ap Gorgan who warred against King Rhys?
Yeah, probably.
From the north?
Probably.
Yeah.
They're jealous.
Jealous, yeah, jealousy. Mm.
And they say, we need tourists. We've got industry. You tell London they don't need tourists.
Yes.
Of course they do. But the fact is, if there weren't any tourists, as if there was an automatic supply of tourists, like a hose pipe to water a garden, you could push you in a different direction.
Uh-huh.
There weren't any tourists.
Uh-huh, yeah.
And to say, we need tourists, you've got industry, is daft.
Yes.
It doesn't matter where they go as long as they get there.
Yeah, that's right.
Other parts of Wales, once they're there.
That's right, exactly. Mm.
Oh, it was so stupid, honestly. I don't know. I try not to think about it. I'm thinking 2 weeks ago, what the hell can we do with this?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I have no idea. Unless we just put the books up on the internet, I'll put the first 50 pages of each book.
Yes.
That might be an answer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Sorry?
Can you do that?
Sorry, tell me again, please.
We put the first 30, 40, 50 pages of each book up on the internet.
Aha.
Not the whole book, just the beginning. And then the list of chapters will be in the front as well, you see.
Uh-huh.
And see if
I will need a platform then. Yes, I must upload it anywhere. Well, I must think of it, Ellen. That's a good idea. I will think of it, and then I will get back to you.
put our address down and everything, phone number,
Mm-hmm.
And if you put the first 30 pages of each book up, and the list of chapters will be in the front
I see.
anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And so they'll see what...
And if they want to read more, then they have to buy the whole...
If they want to read more, they've got to buy it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, I will think about it, how to do this.
A sprat is a very tiny fish.
Mm-hmm.
They set a sprat to catch a mackerel.
Mm-hmm.
It's catch a bigger fish.
Yes.
The thing to do is post the first 30, maybe 40 pages of each book on the internet.
I see, I understand.
How many pages it is in the book.
Yeah. I understand how you mean.
Then
Yeah, I see. Mm-hmm. That's a good idea.
that could be done, couldn't it?
Normally, yes. Mm-hmm. But I have to find out how, what the conditions are. Or...
Try to do it. I'm thinking of doing it. At my age, I was too old when the computer age started,
Mm-hmm. Oh, I sit very much on the in front of the computer. I do almost everything with the computer.
I'll have a think about
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Be a good idea.
I will think of it and will let you know then.
It's in the front of the book. They give a summary of what's in the book. See?
Mm-hmm.
But if they want to find the rest, they have to buy the book, don't they?
Yeah.
That's the way to do it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Have it, was it?
Okay, Ellen.
What happens? See what happens when we get lucky.
Okay, this was a very long telephone now.
Yes. I
Um,
don't want to keep you on the phone.
Sorry?
I don't want to run your phone bill up.
It's okay, but I think I have to prepare the dinner soon for my son and husband, and
No, then.
my son is 15.
15. Whoa.
He's he's half Spanish. My husband is from Malaga. Malaga. I know that you and Barham were spent your holidays in Malaga.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Holiday there.
Yeah. He's from Malaga. Yeah.
There we go. No, it's a wonderful world, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Anything you want from us? You got all our books, haven't you?
I have all of your books, I think. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Anything else, just ask.
Yes, I will. Thank you.
Anything at all, we'd be grateful. But
Yes.
by all means, put the first 20, 30 pages of the books up.
Yeah.
And that might,
But
see what's in it.
yeah. But will I have to do this by draft, PDF draft, or how will I do it? How can I?
Just photos out the pages.
Only pages.
Yeah.
Okay.
Copy,
Okay. Okay. I will think of it.
Think about it. It might work. Yeah.
Yes.
If people start to see what's in it, it may be the trick. I'm thinking about it. Good.
That's probably a good idea. Yeah. Okay.
Lovely talking to you. Somewhere, didn't we? Have a think about it.
Sorry.
Have a think about it. And put our address up on where they phone number where they can get to us.
You want that people can buy through your address then the books.
If you want.
Okay. Well, I have your address.
See, I mean, if you put the 20, maybe 30 pages up, that see there's something in this, they'll get a hook. Put bait on a hook for a fish,
Okay.
You may do it.
Yes. I will probably ask my friend Warren from he lives at the Welsh border. He showed us around in Wales, and he's a saxophonist.
He's what?
He's a saxophonist, a musician. He plays a saxophone. He played a song for King Arthur in the church, St. Peter's Church, with saxophone. It was wonderful, yes. And I will probably ask him how to do this in the internet with those papers.
Has he got any connections?
Probably, yes, probably. I will ask him.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
great talking to you.
Okay, Ellen. Stay well. I wish you well, and God bless, and stay safe and healthy and everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
And God bless you too.
Thank you.
The best of luck.
Thank you.
Lovely talking to you, kid.
Let's talk soon.
Anytime.
Yes, thank you. Bye, Ellen. Bye. Oh, that was a wonderful talk, wasn't it? I'm so happy, and I'm always also happy that I had the chance to talk a little bit with Barham. That was really okay. That was great. Okay, so I'll finish this video now, and I probably will upload it in YouTube soon in my channel, and because Ellen agreed to record it, as you heard it yourself in the beginning of this video. Okay? Okay, bye.